Back to the Champ de Mars tournament expert division qualifying round, hole number 8. Here we're going to be playing a sniper bounce up, either using a wind 4 or a wind 5 ball. Ideally, we want to try and keep the winds below 7 mile an hour for best results on this hole. There are several different wind angles that you'll have to pay attention to. The adjustment for the shot is P3 plus 10% max, sniper 10 numbers, 3 backspin, 1 left spin. And what we're going to do is add spin and then set up using the yellow ring as a reference. So 3 back, 1 left. And then what you want is the yellow ring to be touching or close to touching the shadow with a small gap between the yellow ring and the rough on the right. So there's a small gap here, right? And then yellow ring touching or close to touching here. And what you want is that ball guide going through the center of the hole like this. Right? You see that the tip of the ball guide is all the way up off the green here. But add your spins, have the ball guide going through the hole. Basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for my yellow ring to have this gap and my ball guide to be going through the center of the cup, right? You'll slide it up and down, you'll see it'll move left and right. As long as you keep that gap between the yellow ring and the rough the same, when you get to the correct position, you ought to be where you need to be. A few different wind angles to talk about. This one, you want to pull this one as straight as possible. And I'll show you some of the wind angles I've seen once I get lined up. So I've seen everything. There is, you see this bush, this square bush? There's actually another one. Another one over here behind my picture you can't see. I've seen everything from over here all the way to over here. And that's no exaggeration. So, with that being said, you know, without getting into stupid, crazy, you know, wind angle tweaks, we've got 3 basic wind angles. We're using these bushes as a reference. So, center of this third bush, that's our headwind angle. This bush is neutral. And then the right side of this bush over here is going to be crosswind. If you're around the light pole, there's another wind angle, and then there's another one over here too. So, if you're in the headwind angle, this angle here, there's no change unless your wind is above 7. But remember, we're trying to keep the wind below 7. But if you can't, you know, keep the wind below 7, anything 7 plus mile an hour, I would add 2 clicks of overpower. Otherwise, no change in the headwind angle. If you're in the neutral angle, which is here, you need 2 clicks of left curl. If you have high winds, 7 plus, I would add 4 clicks of left curl and 2 clicks of overpower. If you're below 7, then it's 2 clicks of left curl only for the neutral angle. For the crosswind angle over here, 4 clicks to left curl. If your wind is above 7, then you'll need 6 clicks to left curl and 2 clicks of overpower. Now, these wind angles over here, we call this like you know, headwind 1, headwind 2, right? So, and why I would call it headwind 1 and headwind 2 is because the first one here, I would add 1 click of right curl. And here I would add 2 clicks of right curl. Here is nothing. Here is left curl, right? So, sounds like a lot, but does give you a decent chance at getting a drop here, especially if you keep your wins below 7. Some crazy wind angle changes here, so apologize about all the wind angle tweaks, but there's not much I can do when you're seeing 50 and 60 degree difference in wind angles. You know, it's just it's ridiculous, but it is what it is. So I wish you guys the best of luck. Hope you get the drop. We'll see you on the next hole.